Purina, good morning. This is Evelyn at the Friends of the Shelter Clifton, and this is a amateur video walkthrough of our tiny little shelter. This is our front door, and as I open it, we're going to find Liz, as usual, in our front office. And there she is.
Hi everybody, we just wanted to give you an impromptu sneak peek to our building.
We wanted to show you the front office, which, as I had mentioned, is small. We have a small footprint. This is one of the areas that we're hoping to make more visitor and adoption friendly. It's, as you know, an older historic building. So this is our main reception area. So I just wanted you to get a sense of that size. Where should we go next, Liz?
Well, I guess we can just go across the hall.
Okay.
To one of the next rooms.
Great. Now, this is also a room in which we visit with the animals and potential adopters, but it's also a room that is accessed by animal control. So it's important, you know, that it serves both purposes. And I hope I'm not giving anybody vertigo or anything. So this is just the little visitation room that we have that, you know, is pretty basic. And now we're coming down our hallway. The whole first half of our building is cats. Beyond that door at the very end of the frame is the kennel. So the cat area is everything in yellow, these rooms that you see here. So what have we got here, Liz?
Sure, in here is our intake room. Again, as you can see, the cats in the cages. We're lucky right now. We've had some really nice adoptions, but we also know kitten season's upon us. So luckily the empty cages are prepared for our new guests that I'm sure will arrive momentarily.
That's right.
So as you can go through the room, you can see they all have the essentials. We make them as comfy and cozy as possible. Again, I'm sure Evelyn can pan. You could see some of the windows.
Oh, right.
You know, have insulation. We wanted to make sure that they were warm. In the winter, there was a little bit of a breeze. We were trying to cover them and not use corner cages.
Right.
But as you can see, I mean, the flooring, maybe a little improvement could be done. Obviously, this is, you know,
true enough.
Some of the things.
We have some makeshift, well, it's not that makeshift, but what you'd expect to find to house some of our newspaper.
And of course, we're open to any ideas. The warmer, fuzzier, happier we can make them, the better.
Oh, tell them about your sunlight thing.
Just
that's
so
really
you see, as a matter of fact, a while ago when the dog roof was put up, it put a little bit of some shading and darkness in the cat rooms. So we were able to get natural sunlight in here. So it keeps them happy, keeps them healthy. Otherwise the rooms during the day would be very dark and depressing, which is obviously something we don't want. So two of the cat rooms, this one and the next one we'll show you, are lucky enough. So actually this is with the lights off during the day.
Yeah, it's great.
And obviously we leave the door open so there's air and it doesn't get dark and too stuffy in the rooms. And then we will show you, and these are our walls with all our advertising, of course.
Of course.
And some of our happy stories. Again, the best thing for the volunteers to see is how some of their favorite cats are doing. So we print them out and we put them up. This is called the FOS room, the Friends of the Shelter room. This is where I usually say it's the big kid room.
Right.
Where mainly the adults, cats that have been here longer, cats that need a little bit more space. So, like our friend Liberty, who's been here a while, they have doubles. So these cages are obviously nice and bright. We have the skylights in here, which I can show you the same thing.
There, you know what? I'll come over this way. Go ahead.
Just so you could see the difference. So we do have skylighting in here. As you can see, the windows leave a little to be desired. We try to dress it up with, you know, the little things on the wall, but we'd love to do better. Same thing, you know, with the flooring. Cats are happy in their cages. It's the environment around that we would love to change and improve.
Great.
So those are some of our friends. And then in our next room, this is one of the main things that was on our dream list, and I'm sure we discussed this. These rooms are either where the volunteers take the cats out to play with them, brush them, socialize them, hang out with them. But this is where new beginnings hopefully happen. This is where the prospective adopters, cats are brought in here with their families, and as you can see, we would love to do something better, whether it's the painting,
Take away
the doors,
that, right.
The doors, I mean, we're so fortunate the way we treat people. They kind of overlook this a little bit, but I mean, we've heard, you know, it's confining, it's like a jail cell, it's a little embarrassing.
We have put some adopters' children in there temporarily during visiting hours
too and everything. But it's just the idea that, you know, it should be warm and cozy and fuzzy. It's where the cats do get their love and attention. But to me, these are the rooms where it happens. It makes or breaks if that animal gets that forever home.
And
It's tough.
You know,
The floor.
the floor, we're definitely going to talk about that, but we talked about being a historical building. At one point, this was an overflow kennel for a dog, which is why the bowl's there. And our makeshift sort of blocks with bricks and stuff so the kittens can't wiggle through and the cats come out the hole. So just, there's a reason that they look the way that they do. It used to serve another purpose, and the same is true in the next one.
Absolutely. So again, we would love to have more space. We definitely want to make it more inviting.
Yeah.
A warm, fuzzy feeling, and this is one of the main areas that, you know, I've been dreaming about this for a long time for them. You know, luckily we're fortunate with the cages and the conditions, and you know, everything on that end is in good shape. But it's just the environment around that really.
It's just a very tight room, so maybe.
We need somebody with a great vision. We're open to ideas. Somebody who maybe doesn't come in here every day and see it, would walk in and just have an idea of how we can make it better.
Right. Do we need to look at the attic? Yes, no?
I mean, we could.
I'll send a photograph.
You know, the kitchen
For storage, for shelving. Let's show them the kitchen.
Sure.
The kitchen, we actually were able to have, you know, a cosmetic facelift. What was it, 4 or 5 years ago?
You know, it seems like it wasn't that long ago, but I guess maybe time flies.
It is 4 or 5 years ago. We were able to change out these cabinets and drawers. The refrigerator's pretty tired, but this is where we make the cat food. You know, this is our dish area. We have kind of our trolley here for meals and.
Right. And once in a while, if there is an overflow of adoptions on a Sunday when it's kitten season, we're fortunate enough to be filling up the 2 runs with prospective adopters. We're actually using the kitchen.
Right.
Sometimes, and it's
Which
fine.
is why if we show you the floor, and again, forgive my, you know, amateur videos here, but we're very careful to make sure we can get the kittens or cats back out of these spaces. But yes, we use any space we have to, and it's worked well for us, but certainly we'd like to do it a little more style and panache. And so that's basically the cat area, Purina. I just wanted you to have a sense of the rooms and the hallway and some of the tight curves that we have here, just so you know what you're coming into. And we're going to do everything we can to have things cleared out and quiet and as spacious as possible. But this is our shelter. Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you guys.